talk about HOAs when we get into some of these roof replacements and some of the requirements and some of the things we've run into in the past when we're dealing with HOAs, whether we're doing a job for HOA, whether we're doing a job for a homeowner that's involved in HOA.
If you get anybody to come out and price these roofs, whether it be us or whoever may come out and price them, that HOA needs to have some kind of specs that everybody's bidding this thing by.
So specifications saying this type of shingle, this is how we want it installed.
This underlayment, this ice and water, whatever it may be to make that whole system work.
Right.
And that way, when they bid it, you bid apples for apples or oranges for apples, you know?
Right.
Because when if they do not have, you get 4 different quotes. Every quote's gonna be a little bit different.
Exactly.
They're gonna put this on, we're not using this, then they're having to call them back. So I think it is a whole lot easier if we can get some kind of template, or they can get a template and use that as a guideline for everybody.
Because just because it says we want a black architectural shingle doesn't mean every black architectural shingle is the same, or that they're using all the same products and accessories to go with that roof to equal the same thing at the end of the job.
Right. Whether you're the president of HOA or you're just a homeowner in HOA, when you have your insurance policy written up or whatever it may be, you need to compare what the HOA pays for and what you're responsible paying for.
Yes.
And that needs to be talked about on the front end before it's too late on the back end, and you're arguing and fussing or trying to sue somebody over who's going to pay for what.
So basically, if you're in a HOA, you need to have all this figured out
on the front end.
Getting approval for color and things like that through the HOA, because I think we've run into that a little bit along the way too, just in other situations, even when insurance
whether it be cobble and knob or where it may be, where they want to go some of the natural stuff and don't want to have no blues and all this and that.
Yeah, that's something homeowners need to think about ahead of time when they're picking a roof or choosing a roof. They need to look and see what their HOA requirements are before we ever even get involved.
Because we don't want to get it nailed on and they're messed up because they chose that color.
Exactly.
But we try to educate ourselves a little bit on some of that stuff because we've run into it already in the past, and we don't want to. We'll try to head it off before it ever happens.
And we end up working in a lot of the same neighborhoods a lot of times, and we already know going into certain neighborhoods what they're going to be asking for when we get there, and the homeowner didn't even realize that they think they want one thing, and we're like, well, we already know your HOA in here don't allow you to do that, because we done your neighbors down the street.
And look at some of the requirements, because like when they wrote those specs up, they wrote them up for 300-pound shingles. They don't even give us a weight on them anymore. They're just, so some of that stuff.
We're going to have outdated requirements.
Right.
And I know that
has to be kind of caught up and dealt with at the time.
Yep. So anybody involved in HOA needs to probably look at that type of stuff too when it comes to requirements, what the HOA is asking for, and update that as materials and
change
processes and things are updated over time. Thank you all for watching our video. We're going to try and do some more videos like this in the future where we're connect with our customers, talk about our jobs, how we like to do things here at Brian King Roofing. So keep an eye on our Facebook and our YouTube channel, and we'll be posting more stuff in the future.